First and foremost, we need to reiterate that the primary purpose of any less than lethal self-defense weapon is to keep yourself, your property, and your people safe without causing fatal harm to any intruder and slash or assailant. While a firearm can most definitely get the job done, the risk remains that, in using one, especially during a home invasion in which you might be groggy from sleep or your brain might not be at its sharpest when it comes to decision-making thanks to a distinct combination of fear and adrenaline, you may end up killing someone, whether that's your intention or not. If that's not the kind of thing you want on your conscience and you hope to avoid the legal implications therein, then you'll want to avoid firearms altogether and choose instead a non-lethal self-defense weapon. Don't forget to watch today's video to the very end for the top 10 new self-defense gadgets anyone can purchase. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss another upload of ours. Having said that, let's jump right in. Number 10. Glow-in-the Q-button keychain. Ideally, you'd probably want to keep your distance from anyone that has broken into your home. Sadly, that's not always an option. It's in these circumstances that the glow-in-the Q-button keychain would come in handy. Simply wrap your fingers around this device, and it can be used as a fist pack, making your fist as a blunt instrument sturdier and more effective, but also has a pointed tip that creates a concentrated pressure point. This device also benefits from a lack of moving and/or electronic parts, meaning it won't fail you in your time of need. Number 9. Saber Red Crossfire Pepper Gel Spray. Because of how effectively it can temporarily blind and incapacitate assailants, pepper spray is one of the most trusted non-lethal weapons utilized by military and law enforcement personnel around the world. And wouldn't you know it, Saber is the brand of choice for the NYPD, Chicago PD, and even the U.S. Marshals. This particular version sprays a gel that's good for up to 4 years, can fire up to 18 feet, lasts through 18 bursts, and it features a maximum strength recipe for unrivaled stopping power. As if that's not enough, each can of Saber Red Crossfire Pepper Gel Spray comes with access to in-depth training videos and safety tips to help you utilize it effectively and without incident. Number 8. Cold Steel Brooklyn Crusher Baseball Bat. Baseball bats are typically designed to hit baseballs. By contrast, the Cold Steel Brooklyn Crusher looks like a traditional baseball bat, but was actually designed specifically for use as a blunt weapon, meaning it was meant to survive heavy, repetitive impacts. That's why it was built from polypropylene, a virtually indestructible synthetic that will never break, splinter, crack, rot, etc. It's also available in 5 different lengths, so you can pick out the one that suits you best. For reference, the one pictured above measures up at 29 inches in total, and the smallest is 20 inches. Number 7. Smith & Wesson SW Bat 21H Collapsible Baton. Measuring up at 21 inches when fully deployed, the Smith & Wesson SW Bat 21H Collapsible Baton gives users about the same reach and power as a small baseball bat, meaning it can be swung with great force and strike assailants with devastating power. However, unlike bats, it can be collapsed when not in use down to just 8.5 inches, roughly small enough to stash in any standard-size nightstand or kitchen drawer. It's also made from super sturdy, lightweight chromoly steel, meaning it can survive quite a bit of abuse without breaking or becoming ineffective as a self-defense weapon. Number 6. Streetwise Barbarian Stun Baton. If you've ever been accidentally electrocuted, you're probably aware of just how much even a low-voltage shock can sting. Of course, if you've never felt it yourself, you can simply Google videos of people getting shocked to understand just how unpleasant it can be and how effectively it can drop even a large, healthy man. As such, you can probably understand the value of utilizing the Streetwise Barbarian Stun Baton as a home defense weapon. Not only will it help keep some distance between you and any potential attackers thanks to its 19 inches length, but it also can emit 9 million volts across a trio of contact zones, the tip and the sides, the sound of which alone might scare off intruders. Just keep in mind, yes, this device can deliver a shock. However, it is probably more effective as a psychological deterrent than an actual effective means of stopping someone from attacking you, and we'd suggest against using it as a blunt instrument, as the internal electrics might not remain intact through repeated striking. Number 5. Olight Warrior X Pro Tactical Flashlight. As is the case with so many of the offerings on today's list, the Olight Warrior X Pro Tactical Flashlight is an effective self-defense weapon with some built-in versatility, meaning it works in more than one way. For starters, This light emits a beam of light of up to 2,100 lumens, which is more than enough to temporarily blind and disorient any attacker. It's so bright, in fact, that it may be useful even in the case that an attacker is wearing sunglasses. However, if the light fails to halt an attack, this portable torch was also built with a durable and lightweight aluminum body and a toothed bezel designed specifically for use as a blunt striking instrument. Number 4. Arma 100 Beanbag Gun. Utilized by law enforcement and military personnel around the world, the Arma 100 Beanbag Gun is effective at knocking down assailants at a distance of up to 20 feet away, sending non-lethal beanbag rounds across the room at a rate of 135 feet per second. For reference, that's enough force to completely knock the wind out of a healthy adult male, should you score a direct hit. It's also legal to own in all 50 states and requires no license or training you own. The one thing worth noting, however, is that, in the right combination of circumstances, this could theoretically be lethal, especially if fired at someone's face or throat. Furthermore, it's only good for a single shot prior to necessitating reloading, meaning you'll need to be confident in your ability to hit your target on the first go if you want to utilize this as a home defense weapon. If you're comfortable with those two issues, this could be one of the best go-to self-defense devices around. Number 3. Salt Supply Co. S1 Pepper Spray Gun. The Salt Supply Co. S1 Pepper Spray Gun is a mainstay of the home and self-defense industries, and it actually works in two ways, so long as you pick up the black one. First, it looks a lot like a genuine firearm, which could be enough to scare off an intruder in the heat of the moment. However, if the home invader keeps coming at you, you can simply pull the trigger and send pepper spray and/or tear gas rounds. It comes with 10 of each, in their direction at a rate of 320 feet per second with an effective range of 150 feet or more. Not only will these rounds cause physical pain upon impact, much like paintballs, but they'll also burst, causing even more physical discomfort, including blinding and causing respiratory distress like coughing and choking. It's so effective, in fact, that the US military actually utilizes it in less than lethal circumstances. Unfortunately, if you live in California, New York, or Massachusetts, you can't have this gun delivered to your home. However, in all other states, the Salt Supply Co. S1 Pepper Spray Gun is fair game. Number 2. Taser Pulse Plus Stun Gun. This brand is so synonymous with non-lethal electric self-defense devices that people use the name Taser interchangeably with stun gun. And that's probably because they've mastered the creation and implementation of the said devices. One of the brand's latest and greatest offerings is the ultra-compact Pulse Plus you see here. Weighing just 8 ounces in total, this stun gun can effectively halt and disable assailants at up to 15 feet away, utilizing a powerful electric charge that can override muscles for up to 30 seconds at a time. Better still, the Pulse Plus can link up to Noonlight, a smart app that can send emergency personnel to your location whenever your stun gun is fired. Furthermore, Taser will replace your Pulse Plus free of charge, so long as you fire it in self-defense. Yes, $450 is an investment, but if it means safety and peace of mind, we think it seems more than worth the price. Number 1. Adopt-A-Guard Dog. Colloquially known as man's best friend, a dog can actually serve in numerous ways as an effective means of protecting your home against burglaries and break-ins. For starters, regardless of their breed and/or size, a barking dog can function like an alarm, alerting you, your neighbors, and of course, the home invaders themselves of its awareness of a break-in. That alone is enough to turn away a huge number of potential burglars. However, should the barking not frighten off an assailant, a dog can also be trained to attack unfamiliar humans, meaning your canine can be turned into a weapon itself, which is something we've seen put into practice by police and military organizations around the world. It's worth pointing out that this should not be your primary reason for getting a dog, and we'd be remiss in our duties if we didn't suggest adoption, as opposed to buying from a breeder as the preferred method for acquiring a canine. With that, we end today's video. Don't forget to join in a next time for more of such interesting content.